P3AC3K33P3R just resubscribed for 37 months. Ignore this, I guess. Galaxy 19 just resubscribed for 24 months.
Is everything sounding? Everything in the right side, right and left, correct ears. I think we are ready to begin. Typical. Look, another one. Every day. Look at how shiny they look. You can barely even see them except the little light reflecting off of my super blonde hair. It looks a lot more blonde when it comes off of my head. Anyways, hello. Happy Thursday. Welcome to our first tarot stream in a very long time. It's been 2 months, just about. I almost saved this for tomorrow because it's the new moon, I'm pretty sure. But I thought instead of dedicating it to a tarot stream, which is a whole event in and of itself, we could instead do something dedicated to just the new moon, the last new moon of the year. So I'm thinking about what we could do tomorrow. Hello. I like the top too. This was from Sinchobi Michael for my Christmas gift, and it was from my Amazon wish list. I picked well. This was recommended by one of the little fashion girl influencers. I don't remember who or where, but it is surprisingly, for I think it was like what, $30-something, it is 78%, I'm pretty sure, cashmere. 73 or 78. It's either this or this. My brain can't remember right now, but it's one of the two. I have more of like a photographic memory. That's how I remember most like specific things, but it's then cotton and only like 5% elastane, which I'm pretty sure is the lace. So it's a really nice top, and you can wear it this way. You'll see me wear it again turned around as like more of like a flat shirt, but then also you can take the sleeves and like tie them around as like a halter top, so it's not even a long sleeve top at that point. Isn't that crazy and amazing? 10 out of 10. I like the color too. Apparently I'm not supposed to wear black though. I finally looked into not like an official color analysis. I still want to do one of those, but I went online and I did like, you take a photo of yourself. I have amazing photos from thumbnails and just plenty of situations where light-wise I've had very complementary colorscapes on me and very accurate like color tone to my skin in the picture. So I used that to match the colors to like my skin, my hair, my eyes, and then I did it a few times with a few different photos to really try and get an accurate result. And I don't think it was AI, because it was more of like a pre-made color palette that like your skin basically automatically will match like to the wheel, if that makes sense. So it's just color theory, pre-programmed color theory. And I got a cool summer, no, not cool, soft summer. It's like similar but different. There's so many similar little seasons, but they're just slightly different. Anyway, I'm not supposed to wear black. I'm supposed to wear like a slate gray, taupe-ish brown, like a gray brown. I don't know how to describe the color. Maybe you can picture it like a cool brown, and then navy, but not too dark. I'm never supposed to wear anything like super dark near my face, because I am apparently very like subtle all around. I'm soft. So yeah, I know, I think I like gray and black too, but I can wear it in like pants, I guess. I can do whatever I want, let's be clear. And obviously I am. The very next day I'm wearing black, but are we doing a thumbnail? Is that why the alerts are off? Let's do that. Also, I turned on dual streaming on YouTube and I don't know if it's working. You should be able to see me vertically and also horizontally. But we'll see if it works. Anyway, let's do the thumbnail. Here, wait. I missed my light. I didn't put it up today. Let me think. I need to think of what I can do other than just being like, look at my 2 microphones, they're so awesome. Because that's how I feel when I'm getting ready to pose. I'm like, look at the awesome mics. They're definitely the highlight of the setup in my opinion. But we'll go like this. It's really not that serious. What's the most common injury when making jewelry? Like cutting fingers? I would say yeah, definitely. Cutting fingers is like, that's just part of the territory. I wouldn't even say it's an injury to most people, it's just like a nuisance. It's something that happens to you pretty much every time you're doing stuff. I would say the second most common thing in my experience as a girl and other girls I've seen making jewelry is like the hair getting caught in the Dremel and it going like and then, you know, getting stuck. It's not really an injury, but I would say that burns. You can get burned very easily. Yeah. This purple is apparently colored in my palette. Berry purple, anything like that. If it was like a teeny bit more pink red. Got any cards to hold? Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different decks. So I would say yeah, we do. Actually, we'll do these. No, wait, I'll do this. It matches the black. Here, wait, sorry. Hi. One sec. Thank you so much. Michael's like, ah, turn it off. I don't know how that somehow got through. That was funny. Anyway, everyone say hi. Should I always call you cannoli here. Or first name basis, like what are we doing? Har har. Did you do that? Har. I need to go see that. Nice. That's totally fine. No worries. I hope you had a good day at work. I hope it wasn't too, I don't know, strenuous, tedious, stressful, annoying, etc. I hope it was a good day. A day where you were like, you know what? I could come back and do that 100 more times. I love this job. Hi. Everyone's saying hi. Okay, cool. Well, everyone say hi to Adam. Call him Adam. And I am happy to say we already have a pre-donated, which you can do if you really label it properly, okay? When this Cash App came in, which thank you for the full payment of the $20, when this Cash App from Dakota, thank you Dakota, came in, it was labeled. I knew exactly what it was for, and it wasn't gonna get mixed up in anything, or I would just be like, what is this? And then imagine you sitting there wondering, when is she gonna get to me? When is my reading coming up? I sent her a Cash App and I have no idea what it was for. Label it, make sure you add a note, but you can pay ahead. And this one specifically is a community reading. So today we have a reading already pre-designated to hand out to a lucky person who maybe can't afford one and really just has a burning question. I like to prioritize people that are like on the precipice of a really big decision, or, you know, just met someone they think is their soulmate. Those are my preferred priority readings that we, you know, like to try and dig for in the group. However, at the end of the day, it's open to whoever it's right for. So just know we have a community reading today. We also have one for a slam. And I think that's it so far. So the queue is pretty open as of now. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this back on. I've been good. Thank you for asking. How have you been? Sometimes I forget how close I really am to these, especially because my head feels like it stops right here, but then the headphone is like way farther away. I forget. When will the new jewelry site be up to view? It's gonna be sometime next year, and you're just gonna have to be patient, but I promise it will be worth the wait. There will be times where the pieces will probably sell out because they're gonna be smaller batch. Oh, thank you, Red Boy. But, you know, certain pieces in the collection, I'm trying, my fingers are crossed. Everything's still coming together, but I'm trying to make them a forever, like, collection where it's always able to be ordered, made to order, moreover, because most of the stuff is going to be made to order. I'm not that big. It might seem like I'm going to get a lot of orders. Maybe I'm underestimating, but when I used to have my shop open, it was like 1 or 2 pieces a month, sometimes up to like 7 at the most, but everything's mainly going to be made to order until the market demands more than that. Then I'll have to figure something else out. But for now, it's still mostly what it used to be, artisan crafted pieces. And I'm excited about it because they're gonna be what I've always dreamed of making. I'm super, super, super excited. Thank you, Mario. Sometimes, okay, when I said it wasn't that serious, sometimes I completely disagree with that statement, and I would be like, no, it is that serious. But other times I try to just relax, you know? It's better for me, health-wise. Also, I have this whole vertical stream set up, and I don't know if it's working anywhere. My entire Twitch chat is just Stream Elements. Holy moly! Looney Mountain, thank you so much. I hope you know, if you want one that absolutely qualifies you for a reading and a community reading, we'll add maybe like 2 for that. Thank you so much. It still appears regular to me. So sad. Well, maybe I'll have to just go vertical one day. Just for the fun of it. Just to like force you guys into the experience. And myself. I probably won't end up doing that though, because the wide setup is just so good. You can't even see the microphones on the vertical. It's just this. Slam. You guys are the sweetest. Thank you so much. Thank you. Can't neglect. This is why it's hard for me. The mics are all the way back here, but we can't neglect the nice depth of field I have at my disposal. Oh. Wow. I'm feeling loved. Very loved. Beyond. Holy moly, holy cannoli. I don't know why I've never thought to say that before, but it just rolled right off the tip of my tongue. And Slam. Oh, Johnstone, how many was that? 1, 2. I'm assuming it was 7. Johnstone 7777777, just in case I missed one. Thank you for the $20 donation. I'm assuming it was for a reading. Let's get you on the list. Let us know your question either publicly or privately via whisper chat to the mod. Top dog, top mod, Centrobi. Let me move my little keyboard pads out of the way. Sometimes out of the corner of my eye, I see you editing the document, and I'm like, somebody's hacking my computer. Somebody's moving my mouse. It's quite scary, actually, at times. It's like a phantom user, and I can just like see your activity happening in real time. You feel electric tonight? I love that. I love to hear that. I'm also feeling pretty electric. It's electrifying. Even shape up, 'cause I'm leaving. My heart set on you. Slam, we have the Rose Oracle out. And your question is public. I just want to double check, but it's okay if I read it for everybody. That happens too. Getting bangs and then getting scared by them. Just like falling into your field of vision. Totally have had that happen. on Twitch as well. I started on Twitch with live streams. Thank you guys for the hype train. Holy moly! No way! I already know what the goal is here. New beginnings are upon us. That's what ones usually stand for in numerology, is new beginnings, fresh start. The beginning of a chapter, because 9, as I'm sure you can imagine, is the closing of the chapter. I'm not really sure. I need to look more into 0. I was just thinking, like, what is the energy of 0? Does it have any? Is it like the void in numerical form? It kind of feels like it. The void, you know? Aww. Shout out to Foodie. A lurker forever. Thank you for always being here. I don't know if they're here. Oh, you are! Hi! Thank you for being here. Okay, I'm gonna get overwhelmed now. Oh my. I'm gonna split these in 2 for slam. And I'm gonna go ahead and read this question, because I'm assuming I got permission. It's kind of getting lost in here, but you've never failed me before. Oh my gosh. Proxima, thank you for 20 gifted subs. Red Boy, thank you for 10 more gifted subs. Slam, your question is, I have failed to get in a relationship this year, which means you've succeeded at staying single. Congratulations. For some people that's difficult, so I want you to actually congratulate yourself instead of feeling like you failed at something. Your objective right now, I've been trying to tell you this, and the readings have been telling you this too. Your objective right now is to always invest in yourself. I've been trying to tell you. So, you failed to get into a relationship, which means you've succeeded at staying single. Even failing to get past the acquaintance level, that's okay. Maybe your social skills could use a little practice. That's totally normal, trust me. Especially after COVID, that's normal. We're gonna blame it for the next 50 million years. It's COVID's fault. Everyone is having a hard time. I still haven't lost hope yet. Could I hope for next year, or is it going to be longer than that? Okay, so we're looking for an answer as to a timeline for finding the person, finding a person. See, this is where I'm like, hear me out. Oh my gosh. Ducks, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hear me out on this. Are you looking to just have some formative experiences? Because I know for a fact you're still very young in all things, like, considered. So are you just looking, because you've told me partially about your religious upbringing, and I feel like your objective is to find the one, which is a tall order. That's a tall order. And I feel like maybe you're underestimating how long it takes to really fill that order at times. I know it seems like there's plenty of people in the world, but if there's really only one person for you, imagine like how difficult sometimes it might be to get you two together. You know, maybe they have to come from the complete opposite side of the world, and they haven't made their voyage over here yet. Or maybe you're supposed to go somewhere else and meet them over there. You never know. So that's where I'm like, I feel like part of what maybe you need is just like the confidence in having a successful, maybe not like full building of your wife in a relationship this upcoming season, but to at least establish like some sort of serious connection with someone. I think that alone would be really beneficial for, again, practice, growth. Most of us don't get it right on the first try. It's actually really, 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 really rare, in my opinion, to find the one on the first try. So maybe just keep being open to the fact that it's gonna take a little bit, because that's part of what's gonna get it right, is the time and the practice and your learned experiences. You can't just trust an external force to do all of the work. I'm not all the way familiar with everything in the big book, but I know one thing, and it does say that, you know, you have to do some of the work yourself. So it means you might have to practice. You might have to get it wrong a couple of times before it's the right thing forever. Which, again, tall order. Very tall order. But if that's really what you want and the other person wants it too, it'll work out. You'll find it. So I'm trying to think of how I can transfer this into something for these cards specifically, because it almost strikes me more as something we could have done an outcome question for with the karma cards, but I like the Pocket Rose Oracle, and I'm gonna give it a chance. So let's see. I have side number 1, and I have side number 2. And you're going to choose from one or the other for us to continue drawing cards from. 1 or 2. 1 or 2. And this is for Slam. 1 or 2. You were accidentally summoned here. How does that happen? I know that's really bad for me, but I could not risk having it be loud. I didn't have time to mute myself. I know it's really bad to keep them in, but 1 or 2? Number 2. Okay. Thank you. We're gonna split it up again. And this time, we're gonna really seriously tap into the frequency of romantic love. We're gonna tap into your heart fluttering, butterflies in your stomach. We're gonna tap into the feeling of, you know, the person making eyes back at you. It's not a one-way street this time. It's mutual. Close your eyes. I want you to really imagine that. And then once you open them, pick between, again, 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Thank you. You sneezed as well? That's crazy. The anticipation is killing me as well. Sometimes I think the chat might be a little delayed. My multi-chat isn't working right now, so I have to pull them up separately. And yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that. But Peter, welcome back. Happy 20 months. Alright. We're thinking about the love. we're gonna have you choose 3 cards from here to give us a glimpse into just what kind of support is going to benefit you, because that's what these cards are usually about. So we're gonna just see what would be useful in helping you to accomplish this long-standing goal, finding the person. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're very stuck, I apologize. 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 and 14. Okay, we have 14 cards. You're gonna pick 3. The YouTube stream should be able to be vertical but also horizontal, I think. Especially if you turn your phone sideways. But you'll have to let me know. Three cards out of 14. Is my hand getting tired? Maybe. But it's fine. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Period. Okay. Interesting stuff, I've gotta say. Interesting stuff. Okay. Wow. Okay. These are pretty positive, I will say, in terms of where the approach is wanting to head. Obviously, we want it to be a positive, resounding, like, yeah, you're gonna find something, find someone. The first thing that we have is the child within, inner mother innocence, tenderness. And this, of course, is going to have to do with you, but probably also the other person whenever you encounter them. We will read the pocketbook description of all of these in a moment. The next card we have is the second bloom, which is second chances and new possibilities. Very exciting. And lastly, we have the sacred union, beloved within relationships. Alright, let's dive into these. Well, starting with the child. 1, 8. This card reads, we can be so hard on ourselves Isn't that so true of what I was just talking about with you? We can be so hard on ourselves, expecting to heal according to a schedule, and beating ourselves up when we make a mistake. This also translates to, instead of healing, finding a person, dating, succeeding on a certain schedule, beating yourself up when it's not happening in time. The rose wants us to release all hardness from our bodies and all hurt from ourselves, to find a way to soften, to remember that no matter what has happened, is happening, or will happen, we are all innocent children of the stars and the earth. Remember how last stream I said I don't believe anyone was born like bad, or I forget how I said it. Oh, unhappy. Like, I feel like most people are just born like, pretty content. Everything's pretty good as long as they have what they need, of course, which is where everything starts to fall apart at the moment. Sorry to segue, but I just think it's interesting. I agree with that we are all innately innocent until obviously we choose otherwise. The flowers are here for us. They're a safe, soft place to remember. They want you to nurture the child within. This is a card of gentle reassurance and compassion. It brings a message of gentle understanding and tenderness. It's reminding you to treat yourself like the little innocent child that you are, to take your inner child and let them rest deeply in the soft petals of your heart. We all have a child within us who at some point went into exile because they were hurt or because the world didn't feel safe, period. And no matter how much we've grown, when we as adults are hurt or triggered, it's normal to regress to this age and feel overwhelmed by the original emotion. And while we can't change the past, what we can do is scoop up the child within and place them in the soft petals of the rose of our own heart. So, again, meeting yourself first, taking care of yourself before you can expect someone else to hold you the same way. We will go then to the second bloom on 189. And this reads, again, second chances, new possibilities. This is a card of second chances, new beginnings, regeneration, and reinventing yourself. It's never too late to surrender to what's blooming within you. All that matters is that you surrender to the buds that are growing and longing to be known. No matter your age or what may have previously occurred, this card is an invitation to surrender to a second bloom, to welcome the new and share it with the world, to acknowledge the secret passions, longings, creations, and yearnings, and let them bud and bloom. And who better to inform you of what those things are than your inner child? Makes sense why you need to tap in, talk to them, so they can inform you what you need to be putting your energy towards into a second bloom, to reinventing yourself. If we properly allow things to end, new beginnings will always come. If we surrender to the cycles of life, after winter, spring will always return. if we tend the seeds in the fertile earth, they'll eventually emerge. Just as we think the season's over and winter is drawing near, some roses bless us with an unexpected second bloom. If this card appears in a spread, it's a likely sign that you too are set for a second bloom. Perhaps you have a creation that's waiting to be brought forth. Or maybe it's a new relationship or passion in your life. Maybe what's waiting to be born is a new version of you. The more open we are to change, the more open we are to life. That is so true. The more open we are to life, the more open we are to being born again anew. And yes, this is what it means to truly live. Being open to saying yes to life, so when you eventually take your last breath, you'll do so while still fully living. Soul inquiry from this card is what unexpected thing wants to bloom within you. So what kind of new you can you cultivate in order for this new relationship to take place? Because at the end, here we have it. And let me see. Sacred union. Again, beloved within relationships. Okay. Relationships are how we grow. They cradle and stretch us through connection and division, love and hurt, compassion and separation. They invite us to return again and again to the most important relationship we'll ever have. The one, this is important, with ourself, the sacred union that's been waiting within. Ancient mystery teachings whisper secrets of sacred unions. Hieros Gamos, sacred marriage, in early Christian mysticism, and Kabbalah, which is sexual alchemy. I don't know how YouTube is going to treat that. In ancient Egyptian teachings. We're going to just skip past the rest. They're just different names that they're telling us for the same concept, which is basically the relationship between you and yourself, I guess. Father, mother. We're familiar with mystic couples such as Isis and Osiris, but we each have the sacred masculine and feminine within. And the sacred union through external relationship is always an invitation to what? Deepen the union within. So even when you find your relationship, guess what your objective is? To still get to know yourself through the relationship even better. So it sounds like if your first objective is just to get to know yourself, it will make very well for when you find the relationship, considering your objective stays the exact same. To get to know yourself through the relationship. Okay. That makes sense to me. Every relationship can be seen as an invitation to deepen connection with the beloved within. Even our most challenging relationships, and especially the most challenging ones. The sacred union isn't just between you and another. It's returning to yourself. And when we return to ourselves, we also return to humanity as a whole. Maybe you're being invited to grow through relationships. Perhaps you feel like you're being tested or stretched, or find yourself longing for something external. This is an invitation to deepen the connection within and embrace yourself fully. Treat yourself like the most precious person on the planet. The more embraced you feel, the easier it is to embrace others. So, soul inquiry is, how can you embrace yourself more? End of reading. Cards are again as follows. The child within, paying attention to this inner person in your petals of the heart. So well written and very cutely conveyed. Then we have the second bloom, second chance, new possibilities. This is reinventing yourself, letting this person guide you. These are in order. Doot, doot. To this, doop. Sacred union with who? Most importantly, you yourself and you. I know that you really want to find somebody, and you will. You have to trust that. I think maybe that's what's so insulting to the universe. The universe is like, why do you not trust that I'm going to give you somebody when you're ready? Don't you think if I'm not giving you someone, it's because you're not ready? Don't insult me. I have them waiting for you. You know what I mean? Don't insult the universe. Pay attention to yourself. Do the inner work. Do what's being asked for you to move on. And then you will. And it will feel really, really special. Because you'll know exactly how you need to show up for that other person after learning how to do it for yourself successfully. Good night, Red Boy. I have no idea what time it is in Australia, but I assume it is very late right now, and I really appreciate you hanging out with us. I'm sorry I've been starting a little later than I used to. I will try to vary the schedule again, coming up here shortly. Matthew's piano. I have a cousin named Matthew who plays piano, but I'm sure that's not who you are. My cousin plays wonderful piano, though. Maybe it's just a thing with Matthews. They're like drawn to the piano. Are there any really popular singers named Matthew that play the piano, or any pianists of a band named Matthew? Popular band? Now I'm really curious. 11:44 a.m., but I had the night shift. That makes sense. Actually, it's quite early. It's quite early, mate. I don't know how to do an Australian accent. I really apologize. It's never good. Every time I've ever attempted, it never sounds good. There we go. Okay. Could you hold those cards up again? I want to get a screenshot. I'm pretty sure you can rewind. I already put them away in the box, but I know you can rewind on Twitch. I'm pretty sure now. If you just like tap. And if you can't, you can always catch it later. The timestamp is around an hour. Just go back from there. That's easy peasy, like that. It's like the easiest timestamp to remember ever. 1 hour in. Aw, hi John. Thank you. How are you? I've been really enjoying your gifts. The air wrap is great. It's not how I've been doing my hair lately, but I do love it. I used it a ton when I went to San Diego to TwitchCon. That's how I did my hair every day. Even Michael used it, and he liked it too. That's how you know it's good. Even a man could use it and enjoy it. This side didn't get as curly today, but that's okay. This side got really curly. True. Clips are disabled. Sorry. If you go to the ones that already exist, I don't know if you are able to see them, but if you can, you'll see why I disabled them. Okay. We are starting on John Stone's reading. There should only be nice ones left. Nice readings? What do you mean? What does that mean? I was gonna say we can close the submissions for now. Oh, got it. Good. I'll check. Thank you. So, John Stone says, confirming this can be public before I say it out loud. It says public, but just want to be sure. Cool. Okay, so says I invited a woman younger than me and from a foreign country, on a date for this weekend. Whoa. I know that she is looking for a man of my nationality, but I would like to know if the difference of culture and age can be a problem if I want a long-term relationship with her. Well, I know obviously there have been like some actually very successful dynamics that start out like that, but we'll see. Let's see what the cards say. Thank you for resubscribing for 4 months. Time does sure fly. Time does sure fly. I'm just gonna shuffle these. Funny thing about relationships is that getting into a relationship can't be the goal. That's not a good foundation. I totally can agree with that. I do think there's something to be said about two people who have been single for a while who want to, find somebody, who have also dated around and done their due diligence to make sure they are emotionally available and ready. I think that's actually a very healthy and solid start to a relationship, which, of course, the intention is the opposite of what you just said, but I agree with you at times as well, that it can be a super bad reason to start something. I dropped a bunch of cards, hold on. I'm gonna go this way. Got him. Shuffle these in. of being able to wear sweatpants with this cute top, because who cares? Also, it still looks nice. Even with sweatpants, I would still wear it. It's very soft. Very soft, very cozy, pretty light. You can kind of see through it a little bit right there. It's really nice. I really like it. I might get it in a different color. If I did, what do you guys think about this purple? Like this purple. What do you think that would look like on me? It's apparently part of the soft summer color palette. Berry purple. Like a plum. So I've been thinking about it. What do you guys think? But I was like, should I get the same top or maybe something slightly different? Just so it's not like the exact same thing. I was also thinking a light blue could be really pretty in this lace. I just love the lace. But I love that it's also not on the back and then you can turn it around. Do you guys want to see? I want to show you. It looks really cool. But maybe I'll show you a different day. Your jelly up the top. It's from Amazon. Cozy mode activated indeed. Alright, gemstone. I have the cat deck all shuffled. I guess that we will do like an outcome stream, right? Outcome stream. Reading. I was thinking of food. And I was thinking of the treat stream. And I was like, I should pull that up, and my brain got scrambled. If you didn't know this about me, I have different tabs open, and you don't know about most of them, but they're up there, and they are distracting sometimes. And food is always a very loud one at a certain point. But we have the cat deck here. We're gonna sort it into 2 piles. We're gonna format this in like an outcome style of question. In the future, moving forward, what is the outcome of your guys' relationship with the factors in mind of difference in age and difference in culture? And we're gonna have you pick. Let's do, I want to say 4 cards, but I'm kind of like, that seems excessive. But let's just do 4 cards. Because that's what I first thought. Starting with deck either number 1 or number 2. 1 or 2. Hi, good evening. Thanks for joining us. Super zoomy. Cheers. Happy 23 months. Thank you for being a member. My security isn't letting me donate money to you. That's okay. Tell your security team, good job keeping you on lock. Alright, out of 1, we're gonna split again. This time I'm gonna split them like this, and I'm gonna have you choose 2 from here and 2 from that one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And before we go farther, I just want you to remember, think about the girl, think about the feeling that you have around her, between you two. It's very important to make this as accurate as possible, is to try and keep them in the forefront of your mind. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and lastly 14. There we go. 14 cards. Go ahead and choose one. 2. Choose 2, not 1. Number 1. Okay, what else? Number 14. Okay. The bookends. Next, we have, this one is a little bit bigger, so we're actually going to have to split this, and we'll have you do 1 card from each of them. So this is your first set. You're going to pick 1 card out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Out of 13. 1 card. Seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're gonna pick 1 card. 1 card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Give me 2 seconds, and then we will read these. Okay, okay. No. Sad. Delete all of my treats to change my address. Okay, I'll set that up after this reading. 'Cause you know what I'm craving. Okay. We had 2 cups. 2 cards. One of them is a cup card. Actually, I think 3 of these are. 2 of them are from the first deck. 1 is from the second deck. 1 is from the third deck. I'm not sure if they're like past, present, future outcome, or just, I don't know. We're gonna have to just see we're looking for the future mostly. My brain is all over the place. I'm so hungry. So we have the Page of Cups first. Let me get back into the zone. I was in it before for sure. Look at this little guy in the toilet. We have 3 upright cards and then 1 in reverse, just so you know. The Page of Cups states, as usual, the page brings in a youthful perspective, but he is still willing to take a good look at his reflection in order to understand his true feelings. Upright, as determined and studious as he may sometimes seem, make no mistake, the page is also fun and young at heart. So maybe this is supposed to symbolize how even though your age may be different physically, you can still have the youthful spirit to match hers. Note the lilies, symbolizing the freshness and innocence of youth. He can relax and take the time to gaze deeply into his feelings and motives. That's very important, gazing into your motives, or whatever needs gazing into. This card is a sign that it's a good time to start a new creative endeavor, although it doesn't have to involve getting your head wet. Okay. Next we have the 7 of Cups. And these cute little Siamese. And this card reads, having options always seems like a good thing, doesn't it? Think carefully and look deep inside before making choices. Note the fish here, which represent a deep dive into one's soul. So very similar to looking at your own reflection. Deep dive into one's soul. Focusing on introspection and an almost sonar-like instinct to make good choices for yourself. So basically this is saying options are good, but you also need to make sure you're doing your due diligence to listen and figure out what is actually the best choice for you. Sometimes in life, it's not always clear what's reality and what is fantasy. You have a number of different paths ahead of you, I would say. Don't rush into a choice. So patience is going to be key with this. The last thing you want is to pick a bowl and find out that it's actually filled with less tasty treats. You are known for your instincts, so trust them. Then we have the 3 of Cups upright. And this cup says 3 is a magical number. The number of balance between strength, justice, and temperance. This card can be about all those good things and more. Upright, who doesn't love a good celebration? A display of abundance with drinks spilling over and too many treats to eat in good conscience. Go ahead. The time to indulge is now. Here's the key. Keep it lighthearted and filled with love. Youthful, spirited, lighthearted, filled with love. Don't be afraid to show off your hidden talents. Ooh. Enjoy being both independent and part of a group, part of a partnership. So it looks like a lot of this is saying you can choose a lot of different options here, and maybe the option that seems like what you would want is like something more serious, but in actuality what is going to be the best for you is keeping it casual and just kind of like having a fun time, doing fun things together, and keeping it also like a distance where you also have your separate life and you get to do your own thing too, and just kind of like remain a little less committed. I don't know. I don't remember. It was already deleted. I can't remember. I don't think you said anything about like marrying her. You just are going on a date. So keep it casual for now. Keep it light. Keep it fun. Let her bring out your youthful spirit and maybe aspects about you that you were too shy to express when you were actually that age, and express them now. Sounds like a fun opportunity to be even more of yourself. And I'm sure if she is the right person in any regard, then that will be something that she enjoys. Last but not least, we have a pentacle. I think the 5 of Pentacles. And this is in reverse. Interesting. So this says the 5 of Pentacles, circumstances have changed and financial comfort seems a thing of the past. What's to be done? Reversed, consider this a firm tap on the shoulder. If you look up, the view will help you clearly assess your values and your fears. Avoid hanging on to stuff from the past while avoiding important matters in the present. Take a look at your relationships. They are playing a big part in your circumstances and how you feel about them. Interesting. All in all, I would say that a key here, synonymously throughout all of these, is like looking inward, like turning into your inner reflection to kind of seek guidance moving forward into the future, coupled with, which is funny because the last reading had a flare of that as well, listening to this like youthful, fresh spirit that resides within you to help you embrace yourself, embody the fun and joyful life that you're going to be living, and keeping it light, keeping it casual. I'm not sure where this tap on the shoulder is needing to cause you to pay attention, but something to be wary of. And maybe part of getting used to being in a partnership is the financial aspects of that. So be aware of that. But all in all, sounds like this is again an opportunity to get to know yourself through a relationship. And cards and I both would suggest keeping it fun and keeping it casual at first. Unless obviously someone else, aka her, the other party, vocalizes that they would like to keep it serious. Hello, Gabriel. It's going very well tonight. It's very relaxing, if I do say so myself. I'm feeling most relaxed. Alright, let me just really quick get my laptop. Log in. I've signed into my Twitch like 10 times today. Okay. I am just really quickly doing something. Don't even worry about it. Oh yeah. My favorite place in the world. once I finish doing this, I'll pull one more card as like a little final wrap up. But then we're gonna move on. Just so everyone is aware. Thank you for your patience, by the way. I will do something to entertain you in the meantime. Let me think. Take these little candies and I will make a noise with them. I'm ordering. I mean, like, I know how I can entertain you holding food. And then I'm like, wait, I'm hungry. It's making me sign and everything. What the heck? Alright, I'm just gonna do this another time. This is being so annoying. Also the reading queue is closed, but I see someone just donated. Adrian. It's probably because you can't see that if you're on YouTube mobile, because it's vertical. But yeah, we're gonna pick one more card. I'm gonna choose it. We'll do it from a different deck regarding John Stone's lady situation. And then we're gonna move on. I'm gonna go to work light, and I'm gonna just not even shuffle. I'm just gonna crack the deck open and pick one. Pleiades double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Page 118. Take this with a grain of salt. I just felt inclined to pull one more card for you because I've been really distracted this entire time. This Pleiades reads. The Pleiades, which is one of my favorites, I love the Pleiades, are a group of star beings. Also, it's known as the Seven Sister Star Cluster, which of course is why I like it. Seven Sisters. Love that. Love it. Anything with the number 7. A group of star beings dedicated to raising the vibration of the planet and sharing new consciousness through creations and technology. They have been incarnating on Earth since near the beginning of humanity. You are a soul who has a double mission: to grow at a soul level and to raise the vibration of the planet. If you have been feeling called to write, speak, or channel, this is your sign to keep doing it. Your work is divinely guided. Of all of the souls, Pleiadians are the chattiest, and so perhaps you have already started channeling some of this work into the 3rd dimension. Thank you for doing your part in the great plan. Your presence and unique light is needed. I like the idea that your mission here is basically to have fun, and in doing so get to know yourself even better as a person and as a soul. Fun fact, the Pleiades have thousands of stars, do they? I could have sworn the Pleiades were also known as the Seven Sister Star Cluster, but clearly I could be wrong. What deck is this? This is the Work Your Light Oracle deck. And do you guys know what? One day, I'm gonna release a tarot deck of my own. I've been doing this for years, and as much as I love these decks, I have thoughts and feelings on some of the energies of the cards of my own. So I've thought about making my own tarot deck to use on the stream. I'm thinking about it. Heavily. I also have been eyeing illustrators that I like the style of for that exact reason. How will you name it? That's a good idea. Good idea. We'll have to see. Can I make one card? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I'm not going to talk about it anymore because I'm not going to get the dopamine boost from pretending I did it by telling you. These little candies are all I have in front of me. Michael, you know my address. You could help me get what I want without the treat stream. It was making me log in through my Amazon, but then it was adding on an Amazon fee of $7. I was like, so you want me to use Amazon, but then you're gonna fine me for using Amazon, and if I didn't use Amazon, then you wouldn't fine me, but then you won't work if I don't use it? That doesn't make sense. Plus the delivery fee, plus the tip, which those two things are way more of a priority for me than Amazon's fees, so that's where I just was I was gonna get lamb macaroni as usual, naan, and then a mango lassi. That's it. I was so set for checkout. I also don't have a Grubhub account of my own. So I was just kind of like, okay, well, I'm not gonna make an account right now on the stream. The Mango Lassi is a drink. It's like a smoothie. Mango, yogurt. So good. Here, let me message you on Discord. That'll make it easier. I should have just done that. Thanks for the reading. By the way, Johnstone. I haven't. Oh, there they were. I haven't asked you, but what did you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Yo, John, thank you so much. Also, thank you, Slam, for giving Milborn Seth a gifted subscription. And that was your 230th gifted sub on the nose. Congratulations. And also, thank you very much for consistently supporting the channel. It means a lot. Thank you so much. I'm sure the community is just as appreciative. We might get to 200 new buds today. That would be crazy, because the last stream was already crazy. And speaking of crazy, look at this. We need like a little song that we sing when the raiders come. Hello, raiders. Hello, Adria. Welcome, raiders. Today is Thursday Tarot Streams. Yay! Go follow Adria. She's the one who raided us. Go follow Adria. We're gonna raid her back one day. Yay! Also, me and Adria got to meet, and she's really nice and really cool and really cute, but like that's irrelevant, but it's true. And we're gonna hang out one day soon. Which, by the way, this is my formal invitation to you to come over anytime. Cletus for life. Sorry, I didn't mean to shake everything. Shake the roof and the world. I'm blushing too, but it's okay. I'm trying to keep it under wraps. I'm trying to keep it cool. Yeah, hold on. I like my little song it got in my head. Go follow Adria. She's the one who raided us. Go follow Adria. Boom, boom. She's raiding and dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Loving me. Ha ha ha. Okay, sorry. That was pretty good for being off the cuff. Thank you. I have a talent, unknowingly, of improvising amazing jingles for raids. Hire me. Hire me. Alright, Looney Mountain. Will 2026 be a good year for me? Are you still here, Looney? It's been quite a while. Where do you find Lassi Mango? At this lovely Indian restaurant near me. It's my favorite Indian place. I've been going there for years. Whoa, 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 whoa. Holy schnitzel. Holy schnitzel. We just got 2 gifted subs from Aiden Harvey. 5 gifted from Dakota. Thank you for the community reading, by the way. 5 gifted from Mario. 10 gifted from Alex the Cowboy. That's another theme song I could write. Alex the Cowboy riding down the hill. That would be, oh, you don't even know. I could do such a good little, like, beginning of a cartoon. Alex the Cowboy. Come on. Anyway, 10 gifted. Or extra high. I want medium, please. 7, and then another 5 gifted subs from Proxima to bring us to a grand total of 222 gifted subs today. Actually, someone had already subscribed before the stream, so it was at 221 technically to bring us to the grand total of 222, which I think is, I was gonna say a new record, but I actually can't remember what our record is, but that's up there. That is definitely up there. Today has been an I never know how tarot streams are gonna go. Sometimes they're really quiet and slow. You guys who have been here know this. And I don't know what it is about tarot streams, but they always go like only one of 2 ways. Really quiet, pretty dead in retrospect, but like the readings are like slapping. They're so just like, we're on point. It's a small group, but we're really intimate. We're in it. Today, still good. The readings are good. Don't get me wrong. The first 2, I was like, yeah, these are definitely like feeling like they normally would, but I'm a little distracted, not as locked in. However, it's been distractingly hype in here. And I feel like it's always one or the other. Quiet or crazy. Today's a crazy day. But it's okay, it's fun. It's just crazy. Yeah, thank you guys very much. Really appreciate it. I have a lot of announcements that I need to make, but I'm saving some of those for a little later. As in not today, but we have some things coming very soon, early next year. And I'm sure most of you know what I'm talking about. Don't worry, it's not being neglected. It's actually all being thought about all the time in great detail. So just patience and build that excitement, because I'm doing the same thing. Building that excitement. Thank you for your good citizen tax. Also, Jeffrey Quinn, welcome on YouTube. They're probably like, what? They might not even be watching, because I thought that they did something with the membership, but on my activity feed it's actually showing me also just like subscriptions, which is just kind of like a follow. So they might not even be on the live stream. One day they could watch this and they're gonna be like, that's me. How, what? What day was this posted on? I'm pretty sure that's the day I subscribed. Sorry, Jeffrey, I didn't mean to call you out of nowhere. We have the Divine Tarot all shuffled up for Looney. Okay. Is Looney here? Looney? Sorry, I have candy in my teeth. The struggle. Cool. Alright. Question is, again, I think I said it once, will 2026 be a good year for me? We are going to pick between deck 1 and 2. This is totally up to you. Also, can we do the suspicious user monitoring thing so I can see the chats easier? Thank you. Number 2, 1 or 2, okay. And then again, 1 or 2. No, I can't see them. I don't know why. Maybe I'm not logged in, but I should be. It's not a big deal. One. Okay. Now we are going to have you pick 2 cards because these are always like for me. So we're gonna have you only pick 2 from this deck, and then if we need to, we'll supplement with another one. There might be too many cards here, but we'll see. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, there's way too many cards. I'm splitting this one more time. 1 or 2. Okay. Now we'll go out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Much better. So out of 10, you're going to pick 2 cards. Three and 8. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We have the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Coins. Ace of Wands and Queen of Coins. the Ace of Wands states the magic paintbrush. The Ace of Wands represents inspiration, a sudden creative force. The magic paintbrush embodies these qualities with passion and daring. The magical moment right before the ink hits the paper, and all dreams and possibilities are within reach. Upright, this embodies excitement, creativity, a spark, growth, and new beginnings. Sounds like a wonderful thing to be bringing into the new year. I love that for 2026. It sounds phenomenal. We next have the Queen of Coins, and she says, this is an eager mother, ready to bring new life. She has traveled the world, blessing her many children. She is always moving, loving, and ever practical. She teaches her children how to help themselves. Upright, this is a healer, luxury, being grounded, practicality, movement. So it looks like there is creative growth, expansion, a lot of potential coming to fruition, but then it's going to also be channeled in a very responsible and pragmatic way that touches more than just you. So it sounds like a good year. Let's pull a couple more cards. Okay. Keep me updated, Michael. We're gonna go to the white sage, and I'm just gonna go like this, and we're gonna go like this. Ooh, we got the Ace of Swords upright. Looks like this. This card stays. New mental clarity, insight. The Ace of Swords can signify a breakthrough moment. Although it isn't always easy, seek clarity to get to the heart. I don't know why I said Looney Tune, it's bothering me a lot. Sorry, that was really loud too. Not very ASMR coded, I apologize. I'm only human sometimes. Let me see. Who was the one who super chatted $20 when they weren't supposed to? Adrian Nosy. Did you want your reading to be today? Just checking. So I can prioritize it. Otherwise, we'll save it for another day. But I feel like those are the people who never come back. So I just want to make sure we give you a good... Aww. Thank you, Brandon. That's nice. I am live. Well, while I wait for a response from them, we will go to our community reading. It's time for the community reading to be read. And That's Bogan said, which is on Twitch. Are you still here? That's Bogan. You still around? Happy 8 months, Chris. Well, they don't appear to be. Let me take a vote, chat. If you were the one who had a reading for the community and you weren't here when it was time to do it, would you want me to just do it and then you would come back and know to like watch the replay? Or would you want me to be like, I'm gonna wait, and then you would have to like be obligated to try and catch it again? I feel like I would rather just do it and like have them have the replay available, because I feel like it's so much more difficult to be like, I'll catch them next time. What if they're not here? Wait? You would rather I wait till you're here? Wait, my vertical stream is working on YouTube. It's this one. Sorry, when I say this one, I'm pointing to my monitor and you can't see. But it's the vertical layout that I pre-programmed. That's awesome. At least people can see the notifications and stuff. Thank goodness. Well, that means I can add this as well. Let's see. Actually, no, it's not on here. Never mind. But that's good to know. Like, you can see the new buds up here, and then my little, what's over here, normally it's over here. Thank goodness. That makes me happy. Oh, but you can totally do it sideways too. Weird. I don't know how I did that. It was vertical at first, and now it's sideways. Thank you, I'm glad you like the music. I love this music. It's so relaxing. You say just do it is the better option. You love my hair, thank you. I tried to do it right before the stream, but it was still a little bit wet, so it's drying. Like, this part's completely straight now. Because it dried out of the waves, but there's some waves back here. You know, it's fine. Just toss that back over there. At least we can switch. True. Hi. Well, we can open back up the reading queue, I guess, if we really want to. And we will keep on going. It seemed like there was a lot more people, but some of them, I think, have left before they were able to talk about what their question was. Like Matthew, the piano guy, what happened to him? If it was me, I'd be okay with just watching it on the replay. That's how I feel too. Well, let me just do it. Because it was, how can I learn to love myself better? And I feel like that's a very widely applicable question. I feel like many people have that question of, how can I learn to love myself better? So I think this is a perfect communal reading to give. How can I learn to love myself better? Let's go with, honestly, let's go back to the rose. Rose, we need some self-love. We need some guidance on how to better support and love ourselves. What you got? What you got to say? Hi. Thank you. I'm so glad. I'm really happy you guys are liking my hair. I think I'm gonna probably just keep doing it like this into the future because it's very simple to do. It doesn't take me too long and I can just do it when I get out of the shower and then have nice hair for a couple days. Alright, so we're on the topic of loving ourselves. I have the Rose Oracle shuffled. I'm gonna just start pulling cards and saying stuff because no one's picking the cards, so I'm gonna pick the cards for us. And this is one of them. And this is one of them. And this. And this. Alright. Beautiful stuff. Ooh, okay. Oh. So we have release the petals, transformation, shedding, all change. And then we have the rose garden, innocence, forgiveness, self-kindness. If that sounds like things people need, or excuse me, if that doesn't sound like what people need, I don't know what is. For self-love, forgiveness, self-kindness. Open. Say yes, open, not broken. Trust life. Lastly, Brothers of the Rose, sacred masculine, protection, support. Alright, those are our 4 cards pulled for That's Bogan, but also for everyone here right now, because this is a community reading. For the community. For the newlyweds. That's from The Corpse Bride, if you didn't know. So we have first release the petals, and that's 162. This reads transformation, shedding, all change. There comes a point where we can't go back. In a seemingly fleeting moment, the road that led us here is suddenly impossible to access. There's a sinking knowing that things will never be quite the same. A death, a birth, a loss, a growth, an ending, a discovery. No matter how hard you try, things are different now. You're different now. The world is different now, and what's been seen cannot be unseen. There's no going back. Something new beckons you forth. This is a card of change and transformation. Courage is required for the rebirth to happen. Abscission is the shedding of various parts of an organism, such as a plant dropping a leaf, a flower, fruit, or seed. The rose hip knows, the phoenix does too, that we need to surrender what was to the earth, so that one day it may be transformed anew. We can grasp the petals of the past as the changing winds blow. But eventually we'll discover that change is coming, change is near, change is already here. And while what once was is no longer, and what soon will be is not yet, it's time to release your petals to the wind with wild abandon for the chance to begin again. To offer what once was to the wind and let it nourish the seeds within. It's time to surrender so the transformation can happen. Had the rose not released its petals, the rose hip would not have come to be. When we gather the courage to release what was, we're greeted by the fruits of the future. The soul inquiry that comes along with this card is, what are you clinging on to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? What are you clinging on to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? Sometimes the best thing we can do to love ourselves is let some things go. Shed layers of ourselves that we know no longer serve us, so that we can start to grow, bloom, blossom into the better version, the new version of ourselves. Try a reading, Work Light, or Surprise Me. John Wilson sent $20 on Cash App for a reading, just so we know, said Joey. Next, we have The Rose Garden. The Rose Garden, and that is on page 171. And this reads, innocence, forgiveness, self-kindness. You are holy and whole. You're innocent and innately good. You're wholly welcome here. You never got kicked out of the garden. None of us did. This card delivers a message of welcomeness, of returning to our innocence. If you feel as if you've done something wrong without even knowing what you've done, if you feel ashamed about hurting someone, if you're finding it hard to forgive yourself, this card is gently calling you to release any shame, judgment, or bad feelings. To do what you need to do and to let go and make amends. To remember that you're human, and as a human, you're here to learn and grow. And so is everyone else. You're not broken. You never were. You are a work in progress. We all are. You're learning and unlearning. We all are. Be gentle with yourself, and in turn, be gentle with others. Return to your humanity, your humanness. Remember that you were never perfect, and being human isn't about perfection. Grow and learn, but do it softly. You have goodness in you. Remember that. Cherish that. And cherish that in others too. We're all doing the best we can. When we learn, we can choose to do something new. Commit to learning and doing better each and every day. This is what it means to be human. To embrace our humanness. Without it, we deny the shadow, and it's through facing the shadow without defense that we can learn and grow. Embrace your humanity, and you'll find it easier to embrace others and the whole world. Soul inquiry of this card is, how can you be more gentle with yourself? Then we have open. And this is 153. This reads, say yes. Open, not broken. Trust life. This is probably one of the biggest challenges of life. Keeping your heart open through the extremes. No one is immune to the highs and lows of the human experience. From the ecstasy to the agony, to the joy, the grief, the love to the loss. We can't bypass the difficult parts of being human if we want to truly experience the bliss. And if you close your heart off to grief, you won't be able to fully experience the joy. The rose teaches us this season after season. And she knows that if she doesn't surrender to each of the seasons come summer, she won't be able to bloom. Birth teaches us this too. The safer the mother feels, the more she can open. Living and dying with your heart open is truly a courageous act, as well as a life well lived is full of losses and tragedies, as well as great love, triumphs, and adventures. When we're going through difficult times, when we most want to separate, the healing is often found in connection, not separation. When we close our heart and shut down because the pain is too much, we often find ourselves more separate than before. The rose shows us how to open to the world no matter what the day brings. This card is here to encourage you to say yes to life, to expand the extremes, and to put your 2 feet wholly and completely in. Soul inquiry of this one is, how can you say yes to life? but not least, we have Brothers of the Rose. Sacred masculine protection, support. This is a card of the sacred masculine. Like the feminine, the sacred masculine exists within each and every one of us. And together, we're all being called to balance both energies within us. The sun and the moon, solar and lunar. Perhaps this is what it means to birth a new world. The sacred, mature masculine is something so needed in our world. It's the part of us that lives in deep honor and reverence of the feminine. It recognizes the goddess within all of life, including the earth, and is committed to protecting and living in devotion to the feminine. The sacred masculine knows that striving and overpowering, enduring and conquering are not helpful. The sacred masculine is strong and tender, protective but not defensive. This card could be a sign that you're being called to work on the sacred masculine energy within you that's maturing and rising. It could be that you're being called to work on ancestral healing of the paternal line. It could be an indication that you're being called to invoke or acknowledge the sacred masculine in those around you. Or it could represent the sacred masculine appearing in your life. The sacred masculine exists within all of us. The Brothers of the Rose are encircling you so that you can do your sacred work, so that you can be part of the return of the goddess on this earth. The rose is their emblem, and they wear it proudly on their hearts. Soul inquiry with this is, how are you being called to work with the sacred masculine? And that concludes our community reading. Lots of good stuff in there. I'm not even going to begin to try and summarize because I was just flowing and reading and not trying to remember anything. Hopefully, some of that stuck with you and resonated. Also, Michael, you ordered from the wrong place and I'm really sad about it. I was like, my delivery from where? That's not where I thought it was gonna come from. But it's okay. I'll just have to teach you the proper place next time. I'll have to send you a map of the city. But I'm gonna go grab that. Thank you, Dakota. It was amazingly provided by you, so thank you. Yeah, I mean, all of that stuff is usually like very traditional dishes. It should be there, I would hope. But yeah, I'm gonna go grab that. I'll be back. We have 2 readings that came in, I think. Wait, 3 readings? Because I got one on Cash App. Hold on. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and close the queue then, for now. I need to crack my head. Oh, the joys of being double jointed. Okay, let me go grab my food so I can at least set it on the counter and then eat it later whenever we're done. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, I'm so hungry. Reading really did resonate. Good. Wait, can I do that command and it will work? Really? Like if I do tarot open, it will work? That's cool. Okay, hold on. Be right back, friends. Oh man, that stuff is good. Except, I don't even want to show you what they served it to me in. This is a drink, okay? This is always served as a drink. And they served it in, like, a plastic Tupperware container, like... I was like, what? I made a little mess pouring it into the glass, but that's okay. Who serves a smoothie drink? I just thought that was funny. Normally they'll put it in a cup with like a straw and a lid or whatever. I don't know. So funny. Anyway, 2 more readings left. Squiddy says hello, and Lord Antarian. Ooh. This one says, deck of choice, thank you. Someone special showed up in the astral. I'm excited to get to know them better, but feel like it's related to a trip I need to take in the coming year. Seeking guidance. Interesting, like, setup of a question. Oh my gosh, I have so many follow-ups I want to ask, but I'm just gonna let it be. And we will... Aw, you're welcome. Thank you for the bits. We will see what the cards have to say. Okay, so we're looking on guidance. I'm trying to think who would be best for this task. I have so many questions. I just want to say, as a fellow spiritual person, practitioner, I hope that this is a consensual experience for this other person that you are connecting with. I was like, why are these backwards? Because you have to make sure that if you're tapping into someone in the astral that they're aware of that. Otherwise, you know, could be crossing some lines, but I'm assuming it's consensual. I hope so. Oh, Aiden said thank you to whoever gifted him a sub. I am not sure which, like, bulk of people that was included in, but I'm sure they say you're welcome. I say thank you as well. Let's do... Wasn't he just here? I thought they were just here. Sorry. I misread the room. What do I need to respond to? You didn't need to respond to anything. I was just saying I'm hoping that, you said that you connected with someone in the astral. And I was just saying I hope that that's a consensual experience. And that you're not sneaking up on them in the ether. And connecting when they might not be aware. I was just saying, as someone who practices spiritual stuff, you gotta make sure you got consent. Twitch has been repeating segments over and over. I heard Cher say the same 3 words at least 4 times. Are you sure I'm not just repeating myself? Okay, cool. I'm so curious. I cannot wait see how this is gonna go. Same thing is happening to me. Oh no, Twitch, what's going on? My stream connection seems pretty good. I hate that Twitch is messing it up for me because mine is looking fine in terms of how many bits are going. Don't know. Holy cow, a Reaper. Hi Reaper, it's been a while since we've seen ya. Okay. Seeking guidance. I'm just gonna pick cards starting. I'm just like feeling like I need to just not be so serious about this right now. Okay. Alright. Okay. Interesting. In case you have a desire to pick some cards, let me get a different deck out for you. Do you have any desire to pick cards for yourself? That's okay. Congratulations, Reaper. Okay, well I already picked some for you, so we'll have you pick some just so we can do both. I will shuffle. And then I will have you pick between deck number 1, deck number 2, two. Okay. Splitting again. 1 or 2, 1 or 2, 2. 1, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is way more than I thought it was. Okay, hold on. We're gonna split one more time. I'm clearly underestimating how many cards. The feeling of these is 1, 2. Last time. 1 or 2. It's too many. I can't hold that many. It's just too many for my hand. One. Okay. Now out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Out of 12. Much more manageable indeed. Seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I'm getting out my guidebooks. And we will start over here with our first cards that I pulled, which is Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Starseed, what lights you up? What lights you up? Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? And lastly, birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. And then in the other deck, we had a reversed Three of Pentacles. And we'll start with Lemuria, page 114. Lemuria, or Mu, M-U, is one of Earth's lost lands, where heaven really was a place on Earth. A time before we were kicked out of the Garden of Eden. In Lemuria, life worked in harmony. All beings were seen as equal, and we were deeply reverent to Mother Earth. We knew that a mosquito was no worse than us, and the sun no better. Perhaps you too believe that heaven really can be a place on earth. Perhaps you are part of the transition team who, at a soul level, is devoted to creating this land of harmony on the planet now. Thank you for wanting to do this work. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the state of affairs on the planet right now, but you are being encouraged to keep holding the clear vision of the future. It is closer than you think. You may be guided to hold the frequency of Lemuria in your own community, family, workplace, or within yourself. Know that it is possible, and while at times it may feel like you are alone, you truly are not. There are hundreds of thousands who hold the codes of this ancient lost land, and even Lemurian crystals that hold the codes of remembering that we are beginning to rise all over the planet. I'm looking around because I have a Lemurian crystal, but it's not nearby. It's over there, but I do have one. Keep doing what you are doing, and remember, the only way to heal the world is to first heal ourselves. Love that. Work Your Light transmission as I hold the codes of Lemuria and believe that heaven really can be a place on earth. Next we have Starseed 50. what lights you up. Star seeds are souls with a double mission: to raise their own consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. They are old souls who have incarnated everywhere beyond this planet. Elsewhere, not everywhere. You only get to come here once you've done everything else. Many starseeds arrive with a feeling that time is running out, and that there is something that they came here to do, or to create, or contribute. If you pulled this card, it is to confirm that you are a starseed, and you are being encouraged to answer the call, to follow what lights you up. Once awake, most starseed souls find it hard to have meaningless conversations, jobs, and relationships. They innately know that there is so much more to life and feel that there is something more, and get to work. They remain restless until they step into their calling, which is to light up the world with their unique presence. Starseeds are scattered all over the planet, in hospitals and schools, in slums and in mansions, on stages and in edit suites, in parks and in nightclubs, in taxis and in theme parks. Many starseeds spend parts of their lives trying to fit in or in some form of spiritual closet. If you are dimming your light to fit in, it is time that you stop and start embracing the unique light that you came here to share, and treat your time on earth like a glorious vacation. What lights you up? It's the Work Your Light inquiry. Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? Which would be an interesting card to pull. The person you connected with in the astral was some sort of feminine deity, member, etc. And this one reads, a little shorter: you are more held than you could possibly imagine, loved and cherished so dearly that if you knew, you would not spend 1 second of your life in separation, worry, or fear. Let the mother carry your burdens. Let her rock away your fears. Lay all of your worries, regrets, shame, and guilt on her altar. Please, please, sweet child, do not fear. You are love in motion. If you allow it, you have already healed. Let her remind you of your goodness. Let her love away your fears. Your capacity to love and hold others is limited to your capacity to love and hold yourself. Be compassionate with your sweet body, mind, and soul. Treat yourself like the beautiful spirit that you truly are. Remind yourself that you are doing your best and try not to carry it all on your own. You've got this, and the mother has got you. Lift her broad arms. Let them take away your burdens. Let her lift the weight of the world off of your shoulders, and forgive yourself, my dear, sweet child of the earth. We now come to birthing a new age. birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Often our path is exactly the one that we don't feel prepared to walk. Walk it anyway. Often, what is rising feels far bigger than we could possibly hold. Be a container for it anyway. Often our creations seem to have a wild, uncontrollable consciousness of their own. Birth them anyway. Often what is ours to do is the very thing that most intimidates us. Be courageous and do it anyway. You are birthing a new age. Right now, we are in a transition period between ages, in the process of allowing the old cycle to fall away and the new to rise. Like driving in the fog and trusting the road will appear ahead, we need to release old identities and ways that no longer serve us, using our intuition as a compass. You are part of a group of souls who have been incarnating at specific, significant periods of history, preparing for this exact time. Dreaming a new world into being. Magdalene sisters, daughters of Isis, Essenes, priestesses, witches, mystics, healers, seers, artists, midwives, visionaries, guardians of the earth, and storytellers from the past. It is time to give permission and space for what is beckoning within to be born. We are dreaming a new world into being. There's an activation with this card, and it states, I am open to surrendering to the creations that are wanting to be birthed through me. May I be of service in a way that delights my mind, body, and soul. Please use me. Please lead me. Please show me the way. Last but not least, we have the Three of Pentacles. In reverse, which reads, weak connection and difficulty communicating. If there is one person in the group who is dominating the conversation, see if you can help find balance. Bring focus to your throat center and imagine an ultramarine blue light that fills your space. Hi, BFA. Squiddy, I will let you take that with all it has to offer. Interpret it as you will. There was a lot there. A lot there to be personally interpreted. I know you said you've never done this before. I don't know if you meant in general tarot readings, but one of the main thing about them is that as much as it's nice for me to say this is what I think it means, I will never be able to properly interpret any of the information that's meant for you, because ultimately it's meant for you, and the messages that are within it will be best received by you and you alone. So I can always give interpretations, but at the end of the day, there are times that I just don't say any thoughts or feelings of my own, because that's not the purpose of the reading. It's not for you to hear my thoughts. It's for me to give you a channel for other thoughts of the universe itself to be heard by you, so that you can have thoughts of your own about them. Said thoughts. That's good. I'm sorry your internet has been bad lately. and that it's affecting the stream. Here is way too small. But it was the only one that I could find. This is a mango lassi, which is basically like yogurt and mango blended together. Alright, I think we're on our last reading. Lord Endarian, and this is a general reading for Scorpio. I love that. For Scorpio, specifically. Alright. Divine Method, thank you for the super little bit cheer. Appreciate that. Give you a little heart. Thank you. That was like a heart with a border. The lace. So pretty. I love the lace on these. It's definitely one of my favorite parts. So we have a general reading, deck of choice, again. Mango's good, but bacon. Okay. Oh, thank you again. So sweet. I had to crack my back. My chair just keeps spinning. Stop spinning. Oh, there we go. Oh, I needed that. I really needed that. Okay. That was fingers. Sometimes you just need to like crack yourself back into place. Just a little bit, you know? Okay. I'm gonna grab this, and I'm gonna grab this. You haven't gotten your back to crack in over 11 years? Oh, you should definitely go figure that out. Because I always really need them. So, I can't imagine not being able to. Alright, these are shuffled. Lord Andarian, would you like to pick the cards, or would you like me to pick them for you? What are you thinking? What are you feeling? Okay, sounds good. It makes it a little faster for me too if I can pick on it. Just because I don't have to wait for the chat to load. General reading. Just looking for any and all information right now. Okay, that's super interesting. Super duper interesting. Okay. Keep those out. Whoa, my gosh. Okay, love it. Beautiful. I have a few cards for you. Yeah, super interesting stuff. Let's get started. Get started with the final reading. Let's get started wrapping it up. So, the first card that I have for you is backwards is forward. And that's on page 37. Wait. 29. We've got a little guy running. He's got flame hair. Looks like a warrior or something. I don't know. He's got a cool outfit on. I like it. I like the illustration of this. It says Curupira. Curupira is an often misunderstood fairy of Brazilian folklore, judged for his terrifying appearance. With flames for hair and feet that are turned backwards. Oh, I see. It's no wonder he has been called demon-like. But Curupira is actually a fierce defender of nature. In the forests of Brazil, he uses his backward feet to trick poachers, luring them away from helpless animals. Trying to track Curupira only leads to confusion. His inverted footprints will lead you to where he was and not where he is now. When this card is drawn, you may feel like you've lost your sense of forward momentum. But even if it feels like you are in a slump or regressing, trust that you are making progress. Similar to a planet that is moving in retrograde, or to Curupira, whose backward steps are merely an illusion. Next we have north, south, east, and west. According to the legends of Norse mythology, the gods created Earth by killing a giant and fashioning his body into Midgard, also known as the home of mankind, or the world as we know it today. His blood became our rivers and lakes, his flesh our land, his bones are mountains and rocks, his skull became the dome of the heavens, upheld by north, south, east, and west, 4 dwarves who guard the cardinal directions. Without these fairies, the sky would surely collapse. When this card is drawn, you might be feeling lost and in need of some direction. Call on these fairies for support. Remember that it's okay to be at the exploring stage of a career, a relationship, a project, to not have all the answers yet. Give yourself to the unknown. Like our Earth long ago, you too must start somewhere. Last but not least, we had 41 wayward paths. The Gwyllion are fairies of Welsh folklore who have been said to haunt desolate roads, leading travelers away from their intended path, often towards danger. The reason they do this is unclear. Their cries can be heard echoing throughout the Welsh mountains, and this is at night when they are most likely to appear. Try to catch one and she'll vanish. When this card is drawn, stay alert. Distractions could be lurking, and while they're probably harmless, look out for anything or anyone vying for your attention when they don't deserve it. Your time and energy are precious. Do what you can to protect them. Having pulled one of the more malevolent fairies in this deck, consider doing some kind of spiritual cleanse to recenter, whether it's saging your home or meditating. Then I have 2 affirmation cards for you. The first one says, I appreciate all that life has given me, and I am ready to open myself up for more miracles the universe holds for me. I appreciate all that life has given me, and I am ready to open myself for more miracles the universe holds for me. Last card. I let go of perfectionism and embrace my imperfections, knowing they make me unique and special. I let go of perfectionism and embrace my imperfections, knowing they make me unique and special. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for that reading for a Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed your fairy cards and your 2 affirmations. I'm going to put these away for now. It was a beautiful card. I agree. I like the affirmation cards as well. They're very gentle. Hi. I never see you anywhere other than Instagram. Thanks for popping in. Mario said draw a random card and see what it says for fun. Sure, I'll think about it. We'll do another work your light. Hold on. I thought I was gonna have to sneeze, but anxiety made it go away. We have don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? This card says, don't dim your light to accommodate someone else's smallness. We are all born to shine big and bright. The universe is expanding, and you are part of the universe. So expanding is in your nature. If someone makes you want to retract, notice and slowly back away. They are not for you, and you are not for them. Better yet, find it within yourself to expand and shine your light anyway. Flowers don't open and close according to who is walking by. They open and show their beauty regardless. If others don't want to be around you or you make them uncomfortable, it's because you are shining light on the fact that they are dimming to fit in. By choosing to shine bright, you may just inspire them to turn on their light too. Or not. But keep your light on anyway. And I gotta say, they're not talking about just being super rude to everyone and then being like, well, why doesn't anybody like me? It's probably because I'm shining my light so bright they're all just jealous of me. That's different. This is being yourself and still not being really well received, even though you're kind, loving, generous, all of the good things that normally would grant someone a saintly life. If it's not being well received, chances are it's because your light is shining on the fact that most people are denying those things for themselves, because it's scary to be loud in a world that prioritizes and rewards being quiet, being docile, being obedient, subservient. All relationships are essentially an energetic agreement. The moment one person decides to start rising up and allowing their light to shine, it changes the energetic agreement and can create some waves. That's completely normal. The relationships that are meant to last will adapt to the change in energy. Others won't, because they were likely born under the proviso of, I love you as long as you don't shine brighter than me. That's okay. Not all people are meant to be in your life forever. But the lessons they teach us can still live on. And with that, our tarot stream for the evening is all but finished. Which is good because I need to go pee so bad. So, I'm gonna wrap us up, close us out here, and I will be here tomorrow for a fully new moon, which means no moon, a new moon party. We'll see what happens. But I want to do something fun for the new moon. Maybe we can do a little ritual. I actually have some things that I wanted to do, so maybe we can do it together. I hope it's good as well. Thank you for all the gifted subs today. Crazy. The members renewing, joining. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for the love. I'm gonna try to work on a new video coming soon, but I really am trying to prioritize the New Year's concept, so there may not be anything until New Year's. We'll just have to see what the world has in store for me and you and all of us and wherever you are in the earth, whether it's day, night, evening, morning, afternoon, southern hemisphere, northern hemisphere, whatever's going on. Thank you for being here right now with me. Take take care of yourself moving forward into the future. And until we meet again, so much love from my corner to yours. I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully. I said that last time and then I didn't stream yesterday, but I'm hoping to do a New Year's, excuse me, new moon thing. My brain's asleep. I'm gonna go eat and good night. Take care, everyone. Ciao for now.